You may be striving to accomplish new goals in 2021, and today is January the 13th at 6:31 in the morning in Southern California, and I want to show you the strategies that I use. I'm always relying on the same tool that guided me through 26 years in prison. And since began this year, I decided, well, this year I'm going to record a video every single day. If I don't record a video, it's because I'm working on something specific, but I will update it as soon as I can. I want to show people how to lead a disciplined, deliberate life. That means even if they are in prison or they are going into prison, they should be able to find ways to live a life of meaning and relevance and dignity, always working towards something, making something better, always working toward reconciling and striving to overcome the challenges of the past. And today I can choose to any one of these pages in this book, and what you'll find is a lesson, but in addition to the lesson, you will find a series of critical thinking questions you'll find a series of questions that help a person develop critical thinking skills and figure out, what can I do today to begin positioning myself for success in the days, the weeks, the months, the years, the decades ahead? That's something I had to learn how to do, to be self-directed while I was incarcerated, serving 9,500 days in prison. And it's what I strive to show everybody else. Regardless of where you are, we're always striving to grow. We are always striving to become better. But it doesn't happen by accident. Growth comes by pursuing this very disciplined plan that we write about in all of our courses, and that requires us to first document a strategy. Second, it requires us to develop tools, tactics, and resources that we can use. And third, it requires us to hold ourselves accountable. And that's what I'm trying to show people here. How do I do that? And I can tell you that for the past, it's been about 3 hours. It's 6:30 in the morning in California. I think I started my morning this morning around 3:30, so I've already been here for 3 hours. And I'm showing you, what am I doing to build these tools, tactics, and resources that will help me. So one of the things that you'll see is I'm recording on this screen, and I'm going to move myself up. You'll see that I have this backdrop. This is a template that I use where I record these videos every day. And you may notice that previously I had a logo here that just said Prison Professors, but because we're launching this new brand, this new venture called Compliance Mitigation, I've really reorganized in such a way. So I put a logo here now. I don't know whether it will be on the right side or the left side, but I will be able to do that in an easy way because of this work that I've done. Now I'm going to show you some of the other tools that I'm working on the website. Here is an example of the journal. This is a typical day. And on this day, what I would have done if I were in prison is I would have recorded the day, I would have recorded the date, and I would have recorded the number of days remaining in the year. And that's what I would recommend you do. If you want a copy of our journal, you can just go to the banner ad on our YouTube channel, or you could have a family member visit us at Prison Professors, where we have a store available to order for people who want to order the daily journal. But every page in the journal includes this lesson. And this lesson includes guidance. So to build anything meaningful, we need tools. Sometimes those tools exist already. Sometimes we need to create new tools. Pursuing a self-directed path to success requires us to think creatively about how to develop tools. And those tools should make us more efficient and lead us closer to success as we've defined success. So I just showed you a few minutes ago the template I use when I'm launching a new business. Or rather, strike that, when I'm creating a new, a new video, right? So every time I create a video, I use this tool. But in addition to that tool, I've got to create assets. So the assets that I create are always helping me develop a sense of relationship with people that can advance us. So I need tools. One of the tools that I'm working on is saying, okay, well, it would be very helpful for me to connect with people like Court TV or perhaps CNBC. So I can go to cnbc.com and I can show, how do I strive to open relationships with these types of networks that can be helpful to me as I build this business. So I've got to be thinking about that all the time, because these relationships that I build can help to accelerate my pathway to success. So how do I create that? Well, I use different tools. Like this is a tool called Indesign. Okay, so first of all, the first thing I do to build relationships with people, let me see if I've still got this open. Court TV, yep. So I take a letter and I draft out a letter in Word, and this letter is going to define the way that we can bring value. So I tell them I'm gonna write this letter for you, and I'm going to answer these questions: why we're a resource for Court TV, what we offer Court TV, who on our team can contribute to Court TV, how we gather information that could be of use for Court TV, what we would like to advertise on Court TV. What do these questions all do? They're not talking about us. They're talking about how we can help the audience for the people we're trying to connect with. This is how I develop a relationship. I always strive to show this is what differentiates us from other people. We can show all of the documentation. We can show testimonials. All of that information is available on our website, so that we want to show people what's the real value that we provide. And then I provide links, right? And all of this, of course, is available on our website. If we go to our website, and I'm going to just open it up right here. If I go to compliance mitigation, for example, I can scroll to the bottom of this, and I provide all types of information that they can see. For example, they can read testimonials. There's testimonials. And if they click on the links, it's not just talking about what's there. You could actually click on the link and see the testimonial. You could actually see a review in the Los Angeles Times or in the New York Times, right? So we're showing that journey all the way through the process. What was I doing when I was in prison? Well, there's 2008. I was in my 21st year, I guess, of imprisonment. And then it gives a link directly to the Forbes article on Forbes where I was writing from inside of a prison. So I strive to show this information to people. If they scroll to the bottom, they can get our corporate information really easily. They can look at all types of the amount of work we produce. This is our case study library. So everything is very transparent. So we're showing them we're not somebody who talks about it. We're somebody who can truly bring value to your media company. And then I take that Word document and I use this new technology, or this additional professional technology called Indesign, so that I can create a really nice PDF that's professional and that they're going to recognize as a resource for them, so that she can share it around with her entire team, the editors and everybody else, and we'll show them what we are, what we do. And of course, they can click on these links. And when they click on the links, they can see our media and our advertising and all the different ways that we strive to communicate with customers. We can show people things like what is our terms of service. They can click on this link right here, see how we offer refund policies. So we try to show every element of the ways that we bring value to potential partners. And this is what a real-time example of what I talk about when I say I document a strategy. Okay, I define success here. This is what I'm striving to do right now. I'm striving to build more relationships with media companies, but not say how this is going to help me, rather how can our team help you? So it's important that you think about this. If you're going to define success, don't only think about it from your perspective. Think about it from the perspective of how do you bring value to the life of somebody else. Zig Ziglar, a really well-known motivational speaker for sales community, used to say, if you can help everybody else get what they want, you can get everything you want. So we strive to show how can we become a resource for either our business partners, whether that's the media, or our prospective clients, people that could use our service. How can we help you solve your problem? Well, we've got to develop the tools, tactics, and resources to do that. I've just shown you some of the tools, tactics, and resources that I work to develop every single day. Once I create these tools, tactics, and resources, I can do things like set up, send out. This is a texting system. I can send out a link. So right there goes to her text, but because I have it loaded onto an Amazon.com cloud system, I could just send a link right to her phone, and she can read everything. So all of this is part of the effort that we make to show other people this is how we can help make your job easier. This is how we can solve some of the problems that you're having. Here are the tools, tactics, and resources that we develop and we execute every single day. If you want to execute every single day, I really encourage you to start by keeping a journal. This is the type of journal that helped me. Every single day includes a lesson. Every single day includes numerous questions that will help you develop critical thinking skills and will also help you develop your communication skills, at least in the way that worked for me while I was going through a challenging time. So if you haven't subscribed yet to our channel, you can do so on our YouTube channel, whether it's on compliance mitigation, which is where we work to help business leaders understand the implications of their decisions and hopefully how to avoid becoming the target of a government investigation. We also, of course, feature our bigger channel, that's bigger right now, YouTube for prison professors, where we provide our emphasis is much more on how do I prepare for sentencing, how do I prepare for a successful prison journey. But either way, we try to give away a lot of resources every single day to show people that even though you may be going through struggle, you could always be working to position yourself for more success. If I didn't create these projects and tools, tactics, and resources while I was in prison, I would never have been able to build the businesses that I build. It's always important to begin looking into the future and figuring out what can you do today to sow seeds for a better life. That happens when you pursue a disciplined path. You can pursue that disciplined path if you use our daily journal, which you can get at Prison Professors right on our store. Of course, our show notes includes all types of information of where you can access that. Also, the banner of our YouTube channel will give you that information as well. My name is Michael Santos. On behalf of our entire team at Prison Professors and Compliance Mitigation, I want to thank you for being a part of our community. We believe in you, and we know that you may be going through a challenge now, but you can always work toward building something better. Thanks.